Ultimate Fighting Championship got off to a crushing start. In one of the earliest matches, Tank Abbott, a 6-footer weighing 280 pounds, faced John Machua, who was 2 inches taller and weighed a whopping 400 pounds. Their combat styles were as different as their sizes. Abbott called himself a pit fighter. Machua was an expert in more refined techniques. He'd honed the skills of wrestling and applying pressure holds. His skill, which was also a noble and ancient Hawaiian tradition, was the martial art called kuilua. The evening went poorly for the artist. Abbott nailed him with 2 roundhouses before applying a skull-cracking headbutt. The match was only seconds old and Machua was down and so knocked out that his eyes weren't even closed, just glazed and staring absently at the ceiling. The rest of his body was convulsing. The referee charged toward the defenseless fighter, but Abbott was closer and slammed an elbow down on Machua's pale face. Abbott tried to stand up and ram another, but the referee was now close enough to pull him away. As blood spurted everywhere and medics rushed to save the loser, Abbott stood above Machua and ridiculed him for being fat. The tape of Abbott's brutal skills and pitiless attitude shot through the internet. He became, briefly, famous and omnipresent, even getting a guest appearance on the goofy, family-friendly sitcom Friends.
Tell me he's going to compete in some ultimate fighting. I don't want you to get hurt.
Are you ready?
A U.S. senator also saw the tape but reacted differently. Calling it barbaric and a human form of cockfighting, he initiated a crusade to get the UFC banned. Media executives were pressured to not beam the matches onto public TVs, and doctors were drafted to report that UFC fighters, like professional boxers, would likely suffer long-term brain damage.
Wait, let's have dogfighting. We can make money. We could make money off of dogfighting. We might make more money off of dogfighting than we could make out of human fighting. All right? We certainly could make money off of prostitution, all right, as they do in Nevada. But we don't want prostitution here, and we don't want dogfighting here, and we don't want ultimate fighting here.
That is the dumbest argument, dog fighting and prostitution.
Yeah, let me just tell you how full of guy is. He's emailed me multiple times. So he emails me and he says, look, Mark, I mean, I'm shocked that you support MMA. What? I'm like, are you kidding me? I mean, I'm a big fan. He's like, it must be just about the money. I'm like, look, I'm not going to lie. It's good for my business. But have you watched it? Do you understand it at all?
No.
He's like, well, let me tell you what I really don't like. It wasn't all the money that he's talking about. It was like, it promotes violence. Kids are going to watch this and go out and beat the hell out of each other. It's going to increase violence. I said, okay, if you really care about that, obviously people want to come into the state of New York and fight. So why don't you make part of the deal that a portion of the gate, a portion of whatever money comes, go to, funds that, or charities that help avoid street violence or train kids, or going to take kids off the street and teach them, about discipline and martial art.
It's an organized sport. It's regulated. There's unified rules. We all accept them. There's never been a single death in the UFC. There's very stringent medical checkups, and anybody that wants to keep you from doing what you want to do, that's anti-personal freedom. That's f***ing disgusting.
No matter what anyone thinks of UFC, it sells. People like to watch. UFC events are among the most viewed in the world, among the most profitable, and, this is the one part that hasn't changed since the gritty beginning, among the most brutal.